9:12:25, trying to see if a miniSplit is holding a vacuum, and it's been like 20 minutes and it's been holding, so it's good. There's our vacuum gauge connected to this. This is already locked, connected to that adapter. So something happened that we didn't expect. Was this low side 3/8 line somehow was cut in the car coming here. So when we pulled the vacuum, it didn't hold the vacuum, and then we found out the leak was from here. So we bought some of these pieces from Amazon. It was quite cheap. Came in a box like this. It says 1/4 and 3/8 copper refrigerant copper tubing, and it looks like this. So we use a regular pipe cutter and we cut it and to separate it, and then we took this piece out, and it looks just like that, and we slipped it through the 3/8 line, and on this side we did a flare, and then we did the same thing in this side. We put this in there first, and we did a flare, and then this part in the middle, it's like a union of the two. So it happens this is a 22 millimeter and this is a 16, and so these are our wrenches. 16 is in the middle, 16, and then 22 is on the outside, like that. And then we torch it by hand, but before we did that, we put in some nylon. And the nylon is this kind of like spit stuff that's clear, and it helps seal gas thread sealant compatible with all refrigerant, will not contaminate system. So it's called nylon blue, and it'll take you forever to finish this. And I think we're supposed to only put on the back side, which is this side, but my handyman says put it on both sides, so can't remember which one is correct. Do some research, but I'm for sure the back side is one of it. And so from there, I use this tool to make the flare fitting, and the flare fitting is called Superstar, and so ours is 3/8 right there. So you put the 3/8, you open this green thing up, you put the 3/8 in there, and then you run this metal thing until it touches the tubing, because it can't go anymore. Then after that, you close this whole jaw, you slide this over until it's at the 3/8, and you says, oh, then you gotta vise this closed so the pipe can't release, and you turn this handle clockwise until it goes click, 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 because it has a clutch. And then once you're done, you open it up and magic happens, 40 degrees flare. And then if you look at this thing, it's not exactly in the middle, it does like an offset, like an egg. So that's pretty cool. And then the package for that tool looks like this. You can probably spend like $75 on it or something for this tool, or you can buy a higher end name brand. The word is eccentric flare tool. And then after that, once everything is set, I'm going to go ahead and take out my vacuum, put it in a 410A, and then I'm going to charge this line up. Then I'm going to take it out, and then I'm going to back off these Allens, and then the unit will have refrigerant and it'll go live. Just make sure, if you want to, is when you're doing the refrigerant, that into the refrigerant, actually this red line into the refrigerant, and you open this up a little bit, turn on the gas and let it purge out the air, and then close it back up. And that means you're only going to charge refrigerant without, so you're losing a little bit of refrigerant, and then everything is set, and then good to go. All right, let's go out.